What's going on, family? Back with another video, man. For those of you guys who don't know, my name is Kieran T Davis, and I'm putting this video out here with the intentions on helping as many people as possible. And I pray that God uses me in a way, speak through me, so this video can connect and resonate with those for whom it's for. If at any point in this video you believe that's for you, do me the kindness of liking, subscribing, and commenting. So let's talk about it. I wanted to talk to you guys today about something that I think is important for most of you. And shout out to all the new people who have subscribed and joined the family and have joined this journey. This is just a personal development channel, faith-based conversations as well, and just general life advice. And I don't present myself as someone who has mastered life or anything like that. I'm just someone who is going through this journey with you guys, and I want us to see each other grow and develop, start to cross things off our list, start to manifest and create the lives that we're supposed to have. In short. So I want to talk to you guys about that today. I want to talk to you guys about, it's not about where you're at. It's so much more about where you're going. It's not about where you're at right now. It's about where you're going. So many people will judge you based on where you're at in life when they meet you, and not where you're going. There's a lot of people who actually might be somewhere comfortable, and it's not because of them. It could be because their parents. It could be because of certain situation or circumstance, but it doesn't mean that they think their life could change. Someone could be up, and then the season you meet them in, they're just experiencing hardship. And then the next season, they're going to be better than they ever were in life. So you have to be very mindful of trying to judge someone based off the season that you enter. It's like watching a TV show. And there's 10 seasons, or whatever age you are. Say, for me, I'm 29. 29 seasons. 29 seasons. And you come and you missed the whole show, and you started the show on season 29. That's literally how it is. You guys don't know me from a can of paint. You learn me through these videos and things like that, and I learn you guys as you comment and share your stories with me and things like that. But I'm on season 29. There's no way that you can try to judge me based on what you're seeing on here when the show's been on the road for some time. You know what I mean? The show's been on the road for some time. We're talking about 29 seasons. So what about you? How many seasons has your show been running? Right? So you have to remind yourself that, it doesn't matter what somebody thinks of you right now, because they haven't seen your show. They can try to judge you based on the season that they've entered, that they started watching, right? But they don't know you. They don't know what you've been through. They don't know how you got here. All they do is they see you, and they're trying to cast a judgment, but they don't know anything. Right? But here's the thing. Make sure that you are locked in on something, and you're developing something, and you're working on something. I believe that everyone who exists is here for a reason. That God brought you here because you have a purpose. You have gifts. You have strengths. There's something that you're supposed to be doing. There's something that you're supposed to be doing, right? And I want you guys to commit to that. So you also know that, and this is, the analogy stops working right here, but I'm gonna keep using it. But what happens when when the viewers stop watching the show? It gets canceled. Right? Or the show concludes, but your show just coming to an end would be when you're good Lord willing, when you're 90 years old. I'm gonna give y'all 90. When you're 90 years old, and then you have accomplished everything, and then you get to retire, and then you die. Sorry, I was trying to soften the blow, but yeah, you die. Okay, you die, and that's when your show is complete. But if your show is canceled, and I'm talking about, Lord have mercy, God forbid. I'm not talking about anybody getting murdered or anything like that. It's not what this is about. But I'm going to use the analogy in this way. that you actually, let's say it like this. They have replaced your character on the show. I remember as a kid watching Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and stuff like that, and certain characters got replaced on the show. And you probably seen that too. Certain characters get replaced off the show. I like that analogy better. Not getting canceled. Not getting canceled. People get canceled. But I'm just saying that, like, if you're not putting in the work and you're not developing and things like that, then people are gonna start watching your show. They're gonna start watching your show. Some of you guys don't even. You're like, oh, no one supports me. No one supports me, bro. When people watch your show, they see you not doing nothing. They see you not doing nothing. You're not working on nothing. You're not trying. You don't do difficult things. You don't challenge yourself. You're not putting yourself out there. Nobody wants to support somebody who literally isn't locked in. Not locked in. Not locked in. Why am I gonna watch your show? I'm gonna watch your show. You know what I mean? So it's like 29 seasons for me. I think my show has been pretty good. It's been pretty good if you follow my show. It's been pretty good. It's gone through so many different phases and stages, and I've grown. I've grown so much. I've grown so much. Anybody who met me at any point in my life can look at my life and see at any stage as it progresses and move forward with time that I have developed throughout that time as well. I've developed throughout that time as well. So I want you guys to know that. I want you guys to know that you have to be developing. There's no reason why I should be able to meet you and 5 years later your life looks the same. I know people like that, bro. I know people like that for sure. That they're so comfortable and content with just the bare minimum that they don't even try to develop themselves in life. You know what I mean? So on one hand, I'm telling you guys to not judge people based on the season that you start watching or you were introduced to their life, right? But also too, pay close attention to the episodes that you do see, right? Pay close attention to the stuff that you do see and see where they're going. Because let me tell you something. A person can be born into wealth, but they might not have the mindset for success, for development, being their best self, to have grit, guys, like I just got off the phone with a buddy of mine who's been trying to get in contact with me, but I've been really locked in. And I felt bad not answering their calls and answering their texts, but I know that this is a high level individual. You know, and that's the thing. I know high level people. I mean, people with 6-figure business owners, 7-figure business owners. You know what I mean? 8-figure business owners. You know? So I know like a lot of people who will conversate with me and chat with me and stuff. And I just launched my rebrand for my brands. A lot of people are reaching out to me like, yo. You know, it's exciting because it's people love when good players are in the game. You know, other good players recognize the other talent on the other team. You know what I mean? The other talent that's in the league. People love playing against good players. It's not even like that. People just love being able to have high level conversations you can have with everybody, because it's like, you know, you're talking to somebody who's not high level, who isn't thinking at a high level and hasn't developed itself to that point, or isn't developing themselves, right? Because it's also, if you're in the pursuit of that, we respect it too. But if not, it's almost like you're speaking Chinese Mandarin to people. They just don't understand what you're talking about. They don't understand that type of, you know, that level of awareness. And it frustrates me because it's just like, man, all right, bet. We're so locked in, man. But had a great conversation, and this is somebody who's done, you know, did $250,000 last year. You know, who's been reaching out to me to have a conversation, to touch base, and it's just like, you know, I'm grateful to have certain people around me, and some people I'm still learning who to keep around and who to remove as well. But when I put God in the center of my life and remove myself from the center and realize that, you know, it's all a part of God's plan, and I'm honored and very, you know, thankful to be able to play any type of role in God's plan and become a servant to God instead of trying to, like, you know, my own agenda Life starts to hit different, and you're able to see things more clear. And I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful, and that's what I'm most looking forward to in life. You know. So let's recap. Let me make sure we still recording. Let's recap, man, because I know I'm chatting. I zoned out for a second, but I was just very grateful, very grateful, very grateful. And I know this season is going to be not anything that I haven't experienced before, but it's going to be on a higher level, higher frequency, more intentional, less, more seasoned and trained to the enemy's tactics, and the way that the enemy is going to try to attack me this season. Very, very more intentional, very much so. So I'm just looking forward to it. I'm so grateful. Even we're speaking to you guys this time around and put messages out there is very intentional for me, and allowing God to use me, right? And it's not I'm not better than anybody in the world. I'm not better than anybody in the world. I'm also not beneath anybody in the world either. So I don't say these things to try to boast and seem like, oh, God picked me, I'm God's favorite, or God chose me. Like, no, God chose you too. God loves you just as much as he loves me, no matter what you're doing in life, no matter where you're at in life. That's why I would never let anybody talk down on me based on where I currently am in life. For one, they don't know me. They don't know what I've been through. They're just judging off what they see. And for one, and you're ignoring my efforts, and you're ignoring my studies, and you're ignoring what I'm going to become, and I'm going to have the last laugh. And I encourage you guys to be developing yourselves as well, so that anybody who's trying to doubt on you, that it's not true, because you live with yourself, and you're the number one fan of your show. You're the number one fan of your show, and you love what God is writing for you. And you don't like to go off script because you trust God's plan. And you know that God's going to write the best story for you. So you're following God's plan. And you can't wait to see what God writes for you tomorrow. You can't wait to see what God writes for you tomorrow. So I'm just so grateful. I'm so grateful to just come to that understanding and have the knowledge to just trust God and follow God's plan for my life. And I know that I would be um, I'm gonna get everything. Let's say rewarded. I don't want to make it seem like you're doing something for a reward, but just to gain favor, man. Gain favor. Just so grateful, man. So make sure you guys are locked in. Don't let nobody talk down to you based on where you're at right now. I don't care if you walk everywhere you go. I don't care if you got an older car like I got. I don't care if you got a newer car that you inherited after your grandparents passed, or whatever the case may be, man. Nobody can tell you shit. Stay locked in. Stay focused on what you got going on. Just make sure that you're becoming. Make sure that you're becoming, right? The process, and I'm going to end this with this. When they say trust the process is 100%. Actually, let me be specific. The process is 90% of you becoming who you need to become, and 10% on achieving your goal. Because if you don't focus on that 90%, you will never reach that 10%. You have to become the person you need to become so that you can accomplish the things you need to accomplish, so that you can reach the destination that you sought out to reach. I love you guys. Take care of yourself. Talk to you guys tomorrow.